Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? Hopefully, you people are fine. Here is Hussein Ahmad Mandokhil, Islamia Boys College, Quetta. In the previous lecture, we discussed the ornithine cycle or urea cycle, while now we are going to discuss the human kidney. The shape of the human kidney is bean-like. Its color is reddish brown. The size of the kidney is like a fist. The measurement of the kidney is from 10 to 12 centimeter. Its average kidney is covered by a tough capsule of fibrous connective tissue, which is called renal capsule. Each kidney have 2 layers of fat. The human kidney have a concave side. In this concave side, there is a depression from where a renal artery enters and a renal vein and ureter come out from the kidney through this depression, this concave side. Kidneys are present in the upper region of the body, or we can call it the upper region of the abdominal cavity. The two kidneys that is present in left and in right side, these are protected by rib cage. The renal cortex, the renal medulla, and the renal pelvis. These are the specific, or we can call it the major region, the major side of the kidney. The left kidney is slightly above the right kidney. This is the shape of the kidney. You people clearly see that the renal papilla, the renal pelvis, the ureter, renal pyramid, renal column, renal capsule, renal medulla, renal cortex, and all the major region of the kidney that is clearly visible in this diagram. Now come to the kidney and their structure. We are going to discuss the structure of the kidney. First of all, you people clearly see in this diagram the two blood vessels, the red and the blue. The red blood vessel is called the renal artery. The function of the renal artery is it transport oxygenated blood from the heart and aorta to kidneys. Why this blood is transported from heart to the kidney? The main purpose is that this blood will be filtered in this kidney. The waste product, that is urea and other chemicals, all these come out from this blood. And you people clearly see the blue blood vessel. It's called the renal vein. It transports the filtrated deoxygenated blood from kidneys to the vena cava and to the heart. Here we can clearly see the renal capsule, which is the outer membrane which encloses and protects kidney against infection and trauma. The renal cortex, it's the outer layer of the kidney that contains most of the nephron. Now, what's nephron? Nephron, we define that it's the structural and functioning unit of the kidney. Most basic microscopic structure of the kidney. Every kidney, we can call each kidney have 1 million nephron. And we also define the nephron that it's a physiological unit of the kidney used for filtration of the blood. And reabsorption and secretion of the materials. What's the renal pelvis? Cavity which lies in the center of the kidney and which extends into the ureter. It collects urine from all of the calyx in the kidney. What's ureter? Each kidney present in left and right side of the kidney. Therefore, two ureters from left and right arises from both of the kidney. These are tubes that transports urine from the renal pelvis to the bladder. What's urinary bladder? Urinary bladder is hollow, expandable muscular organ. Where is the renal bladder is located? The renal bladder is located in the pelvic girdle. What's the function of this urinary bladder? The function of the urinary bladder is it store the urine which come out from both of the kidney. You people clearly see the structure of the nephron or diagram of the nephron. The red color show the artery. It is called efferent arteriole and afferent arteriole. You people clearly see Bowman capsule, the proximal cannulated tubule, the lobe of Henle, distal cannulated tubule, and collecting duct. The lobe of Henle is divided into two. One is called descending limb, which come out, and the ascending limb, which go upper in the upper region. Now, there are two types of the nephron. One is called cortical nephron. The second is called juxtamedullary nephron. The cortical nephron, it have the lobe of Henle does not extend it past the cortex of the kidney. And juxtamedullary nephron, in the juxtamedullary nephron, the lobe of Henle extends past the cortex and into the medulla of the kidney. There are two arterioles I discussed previously, that is afferent arteriole and efferent arteriole. The afferent arteriole is that it transports arterial blood to the glomerulus for filtration, while efferent arteriole is transport filtrated blood from glomerulus through the peritubular capillaries and the vasa recta to the kidney, that is the which make the venous system. Now, what's glomerulus? You people clearly saw the glomerulus diagram in the nephron, that it's the site for blood filtration. It operates as a non-specific filter. It removes both useful and non-useful material, and it protects end of the glomerulus filtrate. Now, the Bowman's capsule. Bowman capsule is a sac-like structure that encloses glomerulus. It transfers filtrate from the glomerulus to the proximal cannulated tubule. Proximal cannulated tubule क्या है? It's a thick, constantly active segment of the nephron. It reabsorbs most of the useful substances of the filtrate, that is sodium, water, bicarbonates, chloride, glucose. It's the primary site for secretion, we can call elimination of drugs, waste and hydrogen ions. Lobe of Henle क्या है, या हम लोब ऑफ हेनले किस चीज़ को कहते हैं? निफ्रॉन में. In the nephron, a U-shaped structure is present. That's called the lobe of Henle. प्रीवियसली मैंने आपको बताया था कि हम इसको एसेंडिंग और डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब में डिवाइड करते हैं. It begins in the cortex, receiving filtrate from the proximal convoluted tubule, extends into the medulla, and then return to the cortex to empty into the distal convoluted tubule. The function of the nephron is the function of the lobe of Henle is the primary goal is concentrate the salt in the interstitium, the tissue surrounding the lobe. Distal convoluted tubule क्या होते हैं? Variable active portion of the nephron. It receives dilute fluid from the ascending limb of the lobe of Henle. Now, आप लोगों ने प्रॉक्सिमल कन्वोल्यूटिव ट्यूब्यूल देखे हैं, लोब ऑफ हेनले देखा, डिस्टल कन्वोल्यूटिव ट्यूब्यूल देखे हैं. ये तमाम चीज़ें एंड होते हैं कलेक्टिंग डक्ट पे. इट्स अ वेरिएबल एक्टिव पोर्शन ऑफ द नेफ्रॉन. इट रिसीव्स फ्लूइड फ्रॉम द डिस्टल कन्वोल्यूटिव ट्यूब्यूल. वी कैन कॉल इट DCT. The last segment of this collecting duct, it save water for the body. Now proximal peritubular capillaries क्या होती हैं? Peritubular capillaries it transport reabsorbed material from the PCT and DCT into the kidney veins and back into the general circulation. It help complete the conservation process, that's the reabsorption that take place in the kidney. What's the function of the kidney? The main purpose of the kidney is to separate urea, mineral salt, toxins and other waste products from the blood. They also do the job of conserving water, salts and electrolytes. At least one kidney must function properly for the life to be maintained. But listen, it's very difficult if there is only one kidney. The function of the kidney is first filtration of the blood. In this diagram, all these things I will discuss here. In this slide, first take place in three main steps, that's ultrafiltration. सुने, जब ब्लड एफेरेंट आर्टेरियूल से ग्लोमेरुलस में आता है तो वहाँ से ये ब्लड तमाम ब्लड जो है वो फिल्ट्रेट हो जाता है और सिर्फ ब्लड सेल्स एंड लार्ज मॉलिक्यूल दैट्स प्रोटीन वो बाहर नहीं आता, बाकी तमाम चीज़ें ब्लड से बाहर आ जाते हैं और यहाँ से ये होते हुए फिर इससे रीअब्जॉर्प्शन हो जाती हैं. सेकेंड प्रोसेस कॉल्ड रीअब्जॉर्प्शन. इसमें वो तमाम यूज़फुल थिंग्स दैट इज़ अमाइनो एसिड हो सकते हैं, इसके अलावा ये आपके ग्लूकोज हो सकता है, जो मटेरियल यूज़फुल होते हैं वो वापस रीअब्जॉर्ब हो जाते हैं और वो चीज़ें जो रीअब्जॉर्ब होने के बजाय वो रीअब्जॉर्ब नहीं हुए और वो बिल्कुल उन्होंने एलिमिनेट होना है बॉडी से, तो वो कलेक्टिंग डक्ट के ज़रिए से एलिमिनेट हो जाते हैं बॉडी से, जिसको हम यूरिन कहते हैं या इसका यूरिनेशन. इसके अलावा सम हार्मोन्स दैट इज़ आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट इज़ ADH विच इज़ कॉल्ड एंटी डायूरेटिक हार्मोन. इसको वेसोप्रेसिन भी कहते हैं. इट्स आल्सो कॉल्ड वेसोप्रेसिन. इट्स रिलीज्ड फ्रॉम द हाइपोथैलेमस when there is low blood level. It stimulates it. What is the function of ADH? It prevents the production of dilute urine, helps in reabsorption of water in kidneys, maintains osmolarity of प्लाज्मा लेवल्स नॉर्मल. एक और चीज़ जो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है जिसको काउंटर करंट मल्टीप्लायर कहते हैं. काउंटर करंट मल्टीप्लायर इसका मतलब ये है कि ये अपोजिट हैं. क्या मतलब है अपोजिट का? यानी ये अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में होते हैं. देखते हैं आगे, सुने, इसको तवज्जो से सुनना है, बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. a system of limbs running in opposite direction. सुने क्या होता है, descending limb and ascending limb of the lobe of hind leg helps in the absorption of water from fluid found in the lobe of hind leg. सुने मेरे भाई, ये चीज़, ये लोब ऑफ हेनले आपको दिखाई देता है इस डायग्राम में. स्टार्ट में हमने 300 लिखा हुआ है, इसका मतलब है ये ऑस्मोलैरिटी बहुत कम है. लेकिन जैसे जैसे ये डिसेंडिंग लिम्फ में ये जो फिल्ट्रेट है ये जब नीचे आएगा, इसके अंदर जो वाटर मॉलिक्यूल थे वो बाहर आ जाएंगे इंटरस्टिशियल फ्लूइड में. यहाँ इसकी ऑस्मोलैरिटी हाई हो जाती है, 1400 तक पहुँच जाती है, दैट इज़ 1400. यहाँ से वापस जब ये एसेंडिंग लिम्ब में ये फिल्ट्रेट जाएगा तो जो सोडियम आयन है एंड क्लोराइड आयन है वो कम आउट, बाहर आ जाते हैं. सुने, जो डिसेंडिंग लिम्ब में ये सोडियम आयन एंड क्लोराइड आयन बाहर नहीं आते, जबकि एसेंडिंग लिम्ब में सोडियम आयन एंड क्लोराइड आयन बाहर आ जाते हैं एंड वाटर मॉलिक्यूल वापस एब्जॉर्ब हो जाते हैं एसेंडिंग लिम्ब में. जो वाटर मॉलिक्यूल डिसेंडिंग लिप में बाहर आए थे वही इंटरस्टिशियल फ्लूइड में होते हुए ये इधर वाटर मॉलिक्यूल एंटर हो जाते हैं और ये जो ऑस्मोलैरिटी होती है ये कम होकर 200 तक पहुंच जाती है. मैं आपको इस स्लाइड में बताता हूँ. Sodium ion is actively pumped out of the ascending limb into the interstitial fluid. सुने, क्लोराइड आयन फॉलो सोडियम आयन पैसिवली. जब सोडियम आयन बाहर आएगा तो क्लोराइड आयन इसके साथ ही बाहर आते हैं. Increases the sodium and chloride both ion of interstitial fluid by about 4 times. Water come out of the descending limb into the interstitial fluid by osmosis. Down the descending limb of the lobe of Henle fluid becomes more concentrated due to loss of water. Sodium ion and chloride ion concentration increases as fluid turns and head on towards the ascending limb. All the way up, osmotic pressure of fluid in LOH is almost equal to the osmotic pressure in the interstitial fluid. The fluid again passes through hypertonic interstitial fluid, losing water again until into the collecting duct. The final product in the city is urine. That is the contrary current, the kidney and nephron, all we'll discuss in these slides, the function of the kidney. In the next slide, inshallah, we will discuss problems of kidney, that's kidney stone, and also damaging of the nephron and a kidney transplant and the solution of the kidneys, that is dialysis. We will discuss all these things. Keep it up. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.